What's up, Pinky, my dude? What's up, buddy? Thanks so much, man. Sorry, guys. Slow this morning, man. I'm slow this morning. Um, Dude, where's my echo? Dude, the echo's been gone a minute. The echo's been gone a minute. What's up, dude? Thank you so much, my friend. Um, how you been, buddy? Yeah, dude, that 6 month resub, dude. You got the eyeball now. You got the eyeball on your subscriber badge. Barely awake? Me too, dude. Me too, man. I'm moving slow this morning. If you couldn't tell by how long it took me to get the stream going this morning, dude, I'm moving slow, man. Got the stream started late. Got everything. I wasn't even ready to get going here after the collage finished. Wick, what's up, buddy? Dude, I'm barely awake too. What's up, guys? Pinky, thanks again, buddy. Did you see your subscriber badge, dude? You got the eyeball, buddy. Yo, thanks, man. I appreciate it, dude. I think we're actually going to be finishing up Planescape today. I think. You're with me? Dude, it's a morning, man. It's a morning. I don't know what's up either. I wasn't able to fall asleep really well last night. Like, I didn't fall asleep real quick. Um, I don't know. I've been feeling a bit off here lately. On that note, I'm taking this weekend off. I'm taking this weekend off. I made that decision yesterday. For anybody that was part of the stream yesterday, or has seen the VODs or whatever, man, I definitely I need a bit of a break. I need to take a couple of days, kind of recenter myself a little bit. Um, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Um, we're gonna take a weekend. We're gonna go see some family and stuff. And I love doing what I do, but there is occasionally times where I feel like I need to play till like midnight. Yo, Tabo, what's up, buddy? For reals, dude. Yo, I actually want to get down on some fall. My kids have been playing it like mad, dude. Eat some raw corn? Yeah, probably something like that. We have a one of our we've got a nephew who's having a birthday party this weekend. The family was planning on going out of town without me, and I was just like, they usually go out of town without me. I usually stream every single day, so I stay here and I don't go with. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go with you. I'm gonna leave the stream down for the weekend and go with you. I need to kind of take some time to chill a little bit, and so I'm gonna do that. It never feels good having the stream be down, but I'm at a point right now where I feel like I need a bit of a break, couple days. So I'm gonna do that. I'll put it out on the socials and stuff, make sure everybody's aware. But I hope you guys understand. As much as I love to do this, um, I need, occasionally it feels that way, and um, I think we'll be able to finish up Planescape today, which will be a good segue into taking a couple of days off and then starting up Witcher on Monday. I think we'll be able to finish Planescape today. So then Witcher 3 on might close the shop Sunday and Monday. Right on. Right on. I'm gonna be honest, dude. Um as far as like, and not to go straight into into like politics and stuff this morning, but I will not celebrate the 4th of July this year. As what our country is kind of dealing with right now and everything, it does not feel right to celebrate independence to me, um, because we definitely do not feel very independent right now. We feel very suppressed, and therefore, I myself will not be celebrating Independence Day. Um, it's pretty weird times right now. But that's good, Wick. You work your butt off, dude, and you need to take a little bit of time. I know that it's not great to have the shops closed up and everything for business. It feels the same way for me with the stream. I don't feel like celebrating with a nap, dude. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, we'll probably cook a little bit of food with some family and stuff. There will be other people celebrating, so I'm gonna eat food and take a nap myself. Dude, yeah, I'm down with that. I'm down with that. But other than that, specifically, I will not necessarily be celebrating what normally would be a celebration of independence for this country, because it feels like we're falling backwards, suppressing people's rights. Yeah. No, you're good, Tabo. What's up, buddy? Yeah, again, sorry, I'm running behind this morning, man. It's been a rough one, rough morning for me getting going, getting started, and everything. But we'll get a full day stream in today. We'll try to get this Planescape tournament stuff knocked out. Wick, you've been enjoying Fall Guys, dude. I've been wanting to play it, and I think we're gonna get some weekend Fall Guys stuff going on here pretty soon. My kids, dude, have been just jamming out on Fall Guys constantly, man. They can't get enough of it. I'm gonna take the weekend off, basically, Tabo. Taking the weekend off. I need a couple of days off. There was just the way the stream went yesterday, and it was a weird stream yesterday. It was weird, and I'm not gonna lie, there was something specific that went down. Trying to address a situation that I didn't feel like I got like irate about or anything like that. I just addressed it pretty calmly and in a pretty good way, and but the person on the other end didn't, I don't think, handle it very well. And did it go something like a whole bunch of yelling and then things like this?
That one was on me.
So I don't know. It basically got me to a point yesterday with something that happened in the stream that it was just one of those situations where it kind of, as much as I didn't want it to affect me, it did. It was really frustrating to me, and I just couldn't really let it go, and it really was frustrating me, and so, well, I'm not going to get into specifics. But it was just a situation between myself and somebody in chat, and I addressed it the way I felt was appropriate. Relaxing Valheim building, maybe, but instead of it, like. I felt like it wasn't
now
the first time
friends,
something like this had
okay if
happened.
I pet you?
Holy moly. Yo! Wick, good night,
Wick
dude.
6634 just gifted 5 subs.
Thanks, man. Thanks, buddy. Goodness gracious, dude. You legend. Thanks, buddy. God, dude. Incredible. Yeah, I don't know, man. It was a situation that has gotten a bit recurring in regards to me addressing questions in the particular questions in the stream, and basically a response to me answering questions, and somebody not liking the way that I apparently was answering questions. And so I responded basically saying, you're going to prompt me. This is the way I'm going to respond. And this is why I respond that way, right? And basically let them know that the way that they were responding to me about my response made me feel like they were telling me to shut up. And I wasn't going to do that. And so it made the rest of the day kind of feel real frustrating to me, which sucks because I shouldn't have let it get to me that bad.
Hey, shut your pie hole, buddy.
Thanks. Yeah, better day today, dude. Wick, you didn't need to do that, man. Thanks, buddy. God, man. I really do hope that. Are you for sure shutting down the shop, dude, on Monday and Tuesday or Sunday and Monday? Are you for sure? I hope you are, dude. You need to. You really do need to. And Pinky, thanks again, buddy. Thanks, man. Wick, the amount of gift subs you've given out in this channel, dude, is insane. So we're going to have a nice day today. We're going to get our news done. Yeah. We're going to hop into the news, do what we do. July 1st, dude, a new month, a fresh start, if you will, a fresh start. So, we'll do that. We'll get the news done. Then we'll get into Planescape. I think we're going to be able to finish Planescape. And we will prepare for getting going with Witcher 3 on Monday. And I actually, yo, what's your news, Tabo? Yo, did you guys see the picture of my cruiser? I put my hold on. I think Tabo saw it. Check this out. You guys see my ride? You guys see my ride? Check this out. Bam! Wow, that's a lot of emotes, dude. Bro, I gotta figure out. I keep forgetting to look into why it's doing that when I switch scenes. I gotta figure it out. I don't think it's a hard thing to figure out. I just gotta look at it. Check out my bike, dude. I've been going for bike rides. That's my bike. I do not know Ninja Kiwi. No. But that's my beach cruiser, man. Unfortunately, I don't have a beach to ride it by, but I've been cruising out on that thing here recently anyways. It's been nice, relaxing, man. Just go listen to music and cruise around the streets, man. I figured I'd share you guys my orange bike, though. You know what I mean? Wick, you're wild, dude. Thanks, man. Yeah, the whole family has this same beach cruiser bike now. Not the same color, but we have basically the same kind of model and everything. It's pretty funny. We've got orange, blue, yellow, and a black, I think. Yeah, it's pretty funny. But it's been good. It feels good. I'll just go ahead and leave this up. We'll start getting into the gaming news. Yeah, I don't know who Ninja Kiwi is. No. Nope. Let's get into gaming news. Again, you guys are awesome. I appreciate you so much. For anybody that was part of the stream yesterday, dude, I had internet issues too yesterday, so the stream went down for I don't know, probably about 20 seconds or so, which felt bad. And it just it was one of those days, man, where it just felt like everything felt bad. You know what I mean? I was having issues in the game. There was just everything was frustrating, So anybody that was part of the stream yesterday or watched the VODs or whatever, I do apologize. It was a frustrating day, just all the way around. But you guys are amazing, and I appreciate you. And the incredible amount of support this morning. Good night. I mean, it's wild. You guys rock, and I appreciate you very much. I'm gonna recenter myself this weekend. We'll get going with The Witcher on Monday, probably, as long as we can finish up Planescape. Cool. So what's up, Tabo? I was like, dude, we've been sitting here waiting. You had to catch the delivery guy. Got you, dude. Got you. We've already talked about the free games. If you guys didn't know, they added another free game to the Epic Game Store. I'll pull it up real quick. He was handsome, was he? Yeah. Forget the milkman, need the delivery man. Gene Force, Hood, Outlaws, and Legends just got added yesterday, and Iritus. So you can get all 3 of these games for free right now on Epic. Next week will be Ancient Enemy and Killing Floor 2. Okay, so go grab your free games. Oh, great. A new version of DRM software, Denuvo, is coming to squat on your games. Yeah, it was. I mean, they do that occasionally. Pinky. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I already have it. Let me pull it up. Pretty sure I already have it. And got it for free. Pull it up. Yeah, I know of Bloons. I didn't know that Ninja Kiwi was the developer, though. Uh-huh. Yeah, what? Yeah, okay. Do I have it? Dude, I thought I had that. Oh, there it is. Killing Floor 2. Yeah, I have it, dude. Yep. Yep, I have it. God of War Ragnarok reveal drama explained. What? Okay, we'll see what's up there, too. Oh, for real, Tabo? That's cool. That's cool, man. Did you already pick it up? Oh, yeah. That happened to a lot of those old games, dude, that people were fans of. Yeah. What is this? Whoa. Yo, Pinky, for real? Hold on real quick. Yo, Pinky just shared this. Yo, Pinky. Thanks, man. So Capcom Arcade Stadium. Street Fighter 2, the World Warrior is free. Yeah? Oh, is it originally 0? Is this also 0? Is this also usually a 0 cost? That's what I was wondering. That's what I was about to ask you if that was like a meme thing. Because you put it, did you put it in the sales or the memes? Yeah, you put it in gamer deals. I figured it would be a meme thing if it was actually a $0. That's why I was like, well, maybe it is actually a sell because you put it in game deals. You got me, dude. Debated. Is this normally free as well? Right. That's what I don't see 0 crossed out to. All I see is 0. Yeah. Okay. I got debated. Psych. Never mind. Oh, if you go on package info. Oh, okay. Thanks. Yeah. SAS 4 Zombie Assault that survived on Steam. Cool. Yeah, you tested it. Awesome. Yeah, they're trying to make it seem like it's like not normally free, right? You definitely got me, Pinky. Whenever I saw it, I saw your Discord post. I was like, oh, they actually have something for free on Steam. Then I pulled it up and I was like, wait. I was like, I think that's normally free, and all the things you have to buy are actually the like arcade sets. Nice. You love skins? A lot of people love skins, man. Oh. More free games for the Amazon Prime gaming stuff coming up. Let's take a look at that. Looks like they're adding some more games to that. Available just for a certain time. Yeah, we'll look into it. We'll look into it here. Let's see. Let's go back real quick. What? So the arcade stadium is free, right? The package info for this is. So Street Fighter 2 is normally what, $2? But you get it free right now, is what it's yeah. So I think Street Fighter 2 DLC is normally $2, so you get that for free right now, right? So it is a free game. Street Fighter 2 is awesome, by the way. So I don't know. That dude, you want a sick vintage fighting game, dude? Street Fighter 2 is where it's at. I spent so much time playing Street Fighter 2 back in the day. So I don't know. I think, yeah, obviously, like the arcade itself is usually free. These are what you usually have to buy right here to get like all the game packages, right? But they're at least giving you Street Fighter 2 for free right now. Yeah. So that's cool. Yes, I did. Yo, you want me to get some Blanca out? Dude, Blanca was my dude. Blanca with his long, like, backwards leg kick. Play it right now? No. I would get wrecked for sure. I would get wrecked. I used to love fighting games, though. I wasn't ever all that good at them, but I loved them. I still love them. I love watching people play them. I really do. Yo, we're going to have to get down on some Fall Guys for real. I would love to play some Fall Guys. That'd be some cool stuff. Yeah, get wrecked nerd for sure. Free with Game Pass? Yeah. We've hit on a lot of the games that are free with Game Pass right now. We hit on that in the news a lot, whether it be the new PlayStation Plus subscription service or what's in Game Pass. We hit on that stuff a lot, yeah. Thanks, Tabo. Thanks, I appreciate it, though. We've got that up. We've got this up. FF7 Remake fans are losing it over Kingdom Hearts Cloud mod. We'll pass on that. There are a ton. If you're not aware, Final Fantasy VII Remake has an insane amount of mods in it that just do all kinds of wild stuff. They're like characters that are used as weapons and stuff. It's weird, man. There's all kinds of wild stuff that are modded in there. EA gets destroyed by gamers after posting anti-single something tweet. Let's take a look at that. That's great. Nintendo fan asked execs about new F-Zero game after buying stock. What? Nintendo Switch is getting its own version of Apple Care. What? 4 Sega Genesis Mega Drive games have been added to the Switch's online expansion. We got some news this morning. We've talked about that. We've talked about that. Yo, Wick, had you played Fall Guys before? Had you ever played it before, or did you just dive into it? We've talked about this. I'll wait and see kind of what the reviews are on a lot of this stuff. Just dove in. Are you enjoying it quite a bit? Brought the competition, was talking smack. Dude, I'm not surprised by that a single bit. Didn't even know the control. That's funny, dude. The 13 remake is getting a remake? What? What is that about? Never watched what, Tabo? Yeah, all this new so you know, whenever Sony said that they're like pivoting into PC, I was really psyched, right? And I took it to mean like they're really taking an aim at delivering their proprietary games to PC, which they've already started doing that, but they're really diving into the PC sector, meaning like they're actually developing peripherals for both PlayStation as well as for PC. They're like marketing all this stuff for both their console and PC now and everything. I was being a bit narrow-minded about it, I guess, because I just assumed that really what they were talking about was, for the most part, their games being released on PC moving forward. And I mean, they're really taking the approach of trying to dive really headfirst into the PC market of across the board, hardware, software, basically everything. So overwhelming, dude. I've watched an amount of Project Zomboid. It looks really fascinating, man. But yeah, I can see where it could be super frustrating as well. Yeah, it's so overwhelming. Yeah, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, it's a pretty hardcore game. Yeah, never watched it. Never watched Fall Guys. I mean, I've wanted to try Fall Guys for a while, and whenever I heard it was coming free to Epic, I I was pretty sure that we were going to play it pretty soon. That's why I've been talking about it in the channel here recently about us potentially trying it out on the weekends coming up. And I was even thinking about doing it this weekend, but now that I'm not going to be here, we'll hold off a little bit. So the coming weekends, we'll talk about maybe Creativerse, we'll talk about Fall Guys, and we'll talk about Gwent. Okay, so we'll maybe try to mix in a little bit of all those. Yeah, moving forward on the upcoming weekends. Yeah. Yeah, more free game. We talked about that. Go get your free games. Razer's latest acquisition could level up your haptic gaming. Let's see what they did. They're going to be incorporating stuff into the chairs. That's what it looks like. Next, Hunt Showdown update is pretty big. Let's take a look at that. We've got people in the community that play Hunt. Never think anything about the game, so I'm going into it completely blind. I've only seen like some people play like the beginning of it and stuff. I've never really just watched a ton of it or anything. It was like a while ago too, before like I started streaming really or anything. You know, I watched like some. There's a streamer that I used to watch occasionally that had started playing the game. Man, was it still early access back then? Did they have early? I don't remember. I know that they've come out with new content since then and stuff. I haven't really kept up with it though, and I just remember watching them play and how frustrating it seemed to be at times. There's a lot of different settings for the game and stuff too, though, right? So you can kind of switch between like how rough or not so rough, I guess. I don't want to use the word chill because I don't know if you can actually make the game very chill. It seems pretty brutal all the way around. Oh, really? Favorite company, Blizzard, yeah. Blizzard and EA, man, they're right up there, aren't they? Absorbed the Spellbreak devs? I don't think we saw that, dude. Hold on. This is the game that just got shut down, right? Looks like update as of June 29th was Blizzard has issued a clarification that the deal to acquire Proletariat has yet to close, but acknowledged that a deal is currently going through. We'll see if we can get something. No, you're good. No, dude, you're good. No, that's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, we just read about Spellbreak shutting down, but I didn't necessarily read that they were being absorbed by or trying to be acquired by Blizzard. Here, we'll look at Kotaku. I like their site. We did just read, I think it was yesterday, dude, we read about Spellbreak getting shut down. But we didn't really see anything in the article saying that Blizzard was trying to take over the developer. So, yeah, thanks, buddy. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Thank you. Well, not not necessarily awesome because Blizzard sucks, but we'll take a look at it. It's good news. Thanks, man. And that's not it wasn't a bad thing. No, you're good. It just I don't think it's gone through all the way. You know what I mean? Those things take time quite often. We took a look at this yesterday. Some of the solid state drive stuff has been downgraded a bit. Look at yesterday's news segment, you'll see it. The Capalis. Yeah, Pinky be spreading that around for sure. I've even been getting it in rando mode. All kind. You guys are wild. I think we've already got this up. I'm gonna pull this up, but I think we already have this. I'm gonna put this right back here. I think we already have it. That's Pinky's Jam, strawberry milk. Let's pivot our search here. I can't type this morning. Yeah, we read about this. This is pretty wild, man. What is it? Law 96, Bill 96. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Basically, they're making it where like if you don't speak French in Quebec, like you can't work there or whatever. It's pretty wild. It's a bow. We've already got the EA stuff up. We'll take a look at that. Yeah, apparently they criticized they got drilled on social media for mocking people who only like single player games. Nice. Oh, dude, that sucks. Oh, bro. So young. 5-day streak? Really, dude? Yo, if I was only so lucky, man, I wish. Never heard of strawberry milk. What? No way. That is totally a debate right there. You've got to be lying. Yeah, Stray's coming out soon. Xenoblade Blade Chronicles, I think is what that is. Yeah. We've already got this up. We're going to take a look at that. Yup. Again, I don't. This is a bad title. Video games are not recession proof, man. They just aren't. I would say resilient, probably. Not recession proof. There's no way. Apparently, Grand Theft Auto Online celebrates the 4th of July with discounts, bonuses, and more. I'm not going to dive into this. If you're a GTA player, I'll throw the... Yeah. 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 You're definitely... You're prompting some stuff there in Pinky for sure. Yeah, we've seen the Gotham Knights Robin's gameplay highlight stuff. I'm not going to dive into that. We already looked at that in the previous news segment. All right, last page here. Genshin Impact version 2.8 live stream announced. Cool. A lot of people play Genshin. New Redfall trailer released. Okay. Let's actually look at these last. We've already looked at that. Fire Emblem Heroes has made over 1 billion. Wow. Yep, we talked about it. Yeah, we talked about this as well. If you're not familiar, Blade Runner got remastered, right? And apparently the remaster is trash. And so you could only get the original on GOG. Then they remastered it, put the remaster on Steam. You couldn't get the original on Steam. The remaster was apparently terrible. So then they released the original on Steam as well. You guys are wild. We've talked about this a lot too. A lot of Chinese developers, game devs are moving abroad. They're trying to get out of China. The regulations there are very, very strict now for game dev. Skate shares pre-alpha footage and invites fans to do something. Let's take a look at that. Doom meme shows game on McDonald's shelf. Turf kiosk? What? All right, let's stick with that. Let's hop in here. We got a lot of articles. Let's see what we get. Pre-alpha. Yeah. Pre. Uh-huh. That pre-alpha. Yeah. Fire Emblem Heroes has made over $1 billion. Nintendo's Fire Emblem Heroes, a mobile game in the franchise with its own story, has become the first Nintendo mobile title to surpass $1 billion in lifetime global player spending. That number comes from a recent report from Sensor Tower, which has been extremely reliable in the past for details on spending in mobile games. While it is the first to hit the 1 billion revenue milestone, it will likely be sometime before another mobile Nintendo title catches up as Mario Kart Tour. Its closest competitor sits at second place with 282 million. Same report from Sensor Tower notes that Fire Emblem Heroes accounts for 54.5% of total mobile revenue to date for Nintendo. Yeah, that's an astonishing amount of money to come from a single title compared to the rest. Fire Emblem Heroes is a free-to-play video game where players can purchase digital currency called orbs, as well as a monthly pass that offers benefits like free characters and more. Not Nintendo's top performer when it comes to total downloads, as Super Mario Run claims that spot with 310.7 million installs, with Mario Kart Tour at 227.2 million installs. Okay, Tabo, take it easy, buddy. We'll see you later, hopefully. Thanks for being here, buddy. All right, man. That's wild. I'm not even familiar. If you guys even do you know about this game, Fire Emblem Heroes? What is this? Pinky, have you gotten your? Are you actually acting like you're going to? Your Pinky's going to power down. Fat Pat, what's up, buddy? How are you, man? What is this? Fire Emblem Heroes. Mobile game. Oh, they got these little like chibi sprite looking. Okay. I can already kind of see what that game's probably about. Okay. Moving on. Skate shares pre-alpha footage and invites fans to test the game. Fat Pat, how are you, man? What have you been up to? Players can sign up for early development testing now. EA... It's a reflex every time I say their name, I'm sorry. EA has begun to open up playtesting opportunities for the next Skate game, alongside some very early footage of the title during its development. There is no release date provided alongside the incredibly early footage of the next entry in the Skate franchise, but EA has begun to share playtesting details for the game. There's no guarantee of when people will get to play, but the name that we shall not mention says that the closed tests are being done to get this right. You can also check out the game's early footage below.
Warning, what you're about to see is pre-alpha. Things might look a little different than you're expecting, but we're still working on it.
Ooh, smoke up some ribs? Let's go, dude.
And yeah, we're still working on it. But it's probably time we showed you where we've been.
Yo, I want some ribs.
Where we are.
I like ribs.
And where we're going. We took what we know, what you told us, and started building. But Sand of Amsterdam wasn't built in a day. We're giving you more freedom, more ways to express yourself.
What?
People are playing, and we're listening. So sign up. Come play. Help shape the future of skate.
Okay. Okay. I've enjoyed a good amount of like skateboarding games through my history as a gamer. Tony Hawk, I played so much Tony Hawk, especially the early Tony Hawk games, like 1, 2, and 3. So much Tony Hawk play. And there is I played like the first skate game that came out. There's a sick game that I got that I wish listed. What is the name of that skateboard game coming out? I'm going to play this too. What is the name of this? Where are you? Did I pass it? Might have passed it. I passed it, didn't I? Where are you? Skate Story. Skate Story looks sick. This game looks awesome. So I'll probably play that when it comes out as well. Man, I am just like with EA, I'm like at the point with EA like I am with Blizzard. Like I don't want to contribute to their company, whether it be monetarily as a number for their player base, even if it's a free game. I'm so against that company, man. So, I don't know. There you go. According to the fact page, bringing players into the development process so early on is being done to help ensure we are building the best possible game that can lead into meaningful decisions and changes ahead of the game's launch. However, EA has clarified that only PC players will be able to playtest the game. Yeah, we already read about this. Tony Hawk recently confirmed that a remaster for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 was canned by Activision after developer Vicarious Visions merged with the company. Yep. So, I don't know. There you go. If you're into Skate, I'll throw this in chat too. If anybody's interested. I mean, again, I'm not a supporter of EA. That company is right up there at the top of my list of just abysmal, terrible, horrible juggernaut nastiness of the gaming industry. The epitome of what we don't want to be happening in the industry. And I'm at the point where I just, as far as who I am and what I believe the gaming industry should be, I don't really feel like I can support. I mean, I quit playing games years ago that I loved because of how much I felt like they were destroying the games. I couldn't continue playing them. At this point, I'm just like, I don't feel like, because of who I am as a gamer, ethically, like morally, and my values about, how passionate I am about the gaming industry, right up there with Blizzard. I don't feel like I can do anything to, as much as I might like a title that they even produce anymore, I have to stay away from EA, man. It's so terrible. Doom meme shows game on McDonald's self-serve kiosk. What? Doom is one of the most formative video games for the FPS genre. It has influenced so many games and has given us some of the biggest franchises out there. This series is still very much alive, as well as 2020's Doom Eternal was a major critical and financial hit, which will likely result in a third game in the rebooted series getting made. Nevertheless, people are still playing the original Doom from the 1990s. It's widely seen as one of the accessible games out there, as it has been made to run on just about anything, including pregnancy tests. Many assumed that once that became true, it would be hard to top if someone figured out the next best thing. Twitter user Yoso, how do you even pronounce it? I don't know. Posted an image of Doom running on a McDonald's self-serve kiosk, which allows customers to use a touchscreen to order their food. Unfortunately, the image isn't real. It's a Photoshop. But it's not hard to imagine someone will try this at some point. Oh, it's going to be a thing now. It'll be a thing now, for sure. That's actually hilarious. As of right now, the future of the Doom franchise is unknown, though it seems unlikely the next game will come to McDonald's kiosks. ID Software has yet to announce what its next game is, but it seems likely it will be Doom 3, unless it's something entirely new. Given Xbox now owns Bethesda, it seems likely the next Doom game will also be exclusive to Xbox and PC, but it remains to be seen what will happen with the series. Yeah. A new version of DRM software, Denuvo, is coming to squat on your games. There we go. Digital rights management software Denuvo is a recurring PC gaming villain. Frequently blamed for launch issues and problems with performance, That may not always be fair, but recent games like RE Village seem to have suffered, and even if it does work as intended, it leaves players vulnerable to service lapses that render their games unplayable. Absolutely. Nevertheless, Denuvo remains a popular piece of third-party software among developers who want to minimize piracy, and now the company has announced Denuvo Secure DLC. This DRM software goes above and beyond the vanilla Denuvo by protecting games, and it seems to particularly focus on free-to-play games, where the money is being made through microtransactions. Quote, while selling additional content is an important revenue stream, it has become easy to bypass the existing barriers that try to secure DLCs on popular gaming platforms like Steam and Epic, says Denuvo's press release. By using public and easily accessible tools, players can automatically generate and install programs that access downloadable content without paying for it. So this seems to be a Denuvo for an age where the most profitable games in the world are not your traditional big box single player adventure, but the cosmetic fests that that follow in Fortnite's wake. Yeah. Denuvo Secure DLC aims to protect cosmetic items, new characters, weapons, and power-ups, alongside big content updates for a game that are only included in certain versions of the game, or must be purchased separately. The new software is already out in the wild, apparently. Denuvo has become a one-stop shop for game developers to ensure the safety of their game against cheating, tampering, and piracy, and to protect the gaming experience, says Reinhard Blakovich, managing director. Our current clients, big and small, are ecstatic with the results, and we are happy to help them maximize revenue and also enable new business models for these games they spent so much effort building. The software focuses on microtransactions, but can also be applied to games with more traditional DLC models. Denuvo reckons this is the first anti-piracy software that specifically protects DLC, and given that's such a popular business model these days, no doubt you'll start to see it soon in a free-to-play game near you. Whether it will also make those games run like a dog remains to be seen, but on past form, you wouldn't bet against it. Yeah, it's caused a lot of issues on many game releases. All right, God of War Ragnarok revealed, drama explained. Whispers of a delay, June 30th rumors, and Cory Barlog's Twitter feed have all muddied the waters. So if you remember, the showcases that we got, about 3 weeks ago, didn't really show us anything new regarding God of War Ragnarok, but we did get confirmation that the game was set to be released in November of this year, right? Now, anticipation for Ragnarok has reached a fever pitch of late. Over the past 4 weeks, we've seen delay murmuring squashed as whispers of a release date reveal take its place. All with some playful social media postings from Sony Santa Monica's Cory Barlog thrown in for good measure. The God of War news machine is looking like a whack-a-mole cabinet of late. It's all a tad confusing, so here's a brief timeline to catch you up. Yeah, before Summer Game Fest, it was teased we could get a release date reveal at the show. Then we got a report the game was moving into next year entirely. It never actually showed up at the Summer Game Fest or PlayStation State of Play. But we found out that Bloomberg reported the game was on track for a November release. With a game date reveal, or with a date reveal coming in June. Enter Barlog. Santa Monica, for its part, has been taking the whole thing in good humor. Ragnarok producer Barlog returned from a 3-month Twitter hiatus to make light of the conflicting reports. This led to some fans requesting updates, which in turn led to some more Barlog jokes. Been some hope among fans that we get a God of War Ragnarok reveal on the 30th yesterday, as newly popular leaker The Snitch posted a God of War GIF with the caption 11110. That number could translate to 30 in binary, so fans speculated that news could have dropped on that date, which would fall in line with Bloomberg's report. The reveal never ended up happening on that date, with a Barlog tweet suggesting that that wouldn't be the case anyways. Dear all, Barlog said, if it were up to me, I would share all the information when I know about it, but it's not up to me, so please be patient. Promise things will be shared at the earliest possible moment they can be. We make games for you. We get to make games because of you. Bloomberg's Jason Schreier has also weighed in, sharing that a June 30th reveal was on the cards at one point, though he believes Barlog's tweets paint a picture of those plans shifting. Regardless, the game is still reportedly planned for this year despite the furor. Barlog has also confirmed that God of War Ragnarok is not delayed in reply to one fan on Twitter. He then followed up that tweet with this, which seems to be going down well. It remains to be seen when we'll learn of the God of War Ragnarok release date, though opportunities to market the game are dwindling if the plan remains to launch this year. Gamescom isn't too far away, and dedicated online reveals are becoming increasingly common post-pandemic, though options are slowly running out. Here's the thing. We already know that Sony PlayStation is not going to Gamescom. So I seriously doubt that we're going to find out anything about the actual release of an actual release date for Ragnarok at Gamescom anyways. But it seems to me that Santa Monica and PlayStation, they are figuring out some loose ends here, right? And determining the best possible release date for this title that they are sure will not have to be delayed at this point. And we'll get it when we get it. Soldier, what's up, buddy? Thanks, man. What's up, dude? How are you? I want it to. I want to know when we're getting Ragnarok, man. What I would really like is for us to get it on PC at the same time, but I know we won't. It would be great, though. Soldier, what's up, buddy? How you been? July's free games with Amazon Prime Gaming have been revealed. We already knew. Yeah, so here's the deal. If you're not familiar, there are like 25 free indie games you can go grab right now. Doing good, man. What's up, broski? Not much, man. Not much. We're going to get through this news segment. I think we're going to finish up Planescape Torment today, I think. And I'm going to take the weekend off. I decided that yesterday. I need a couple of days off, I feel. I'm starting to feel like I need to take a little bit of a break here. So I'm going to take the weekend off. We're going to go see some family. And then probably start up Witcher 3 on Monday, man. I'm glad you're doing well, man. I'm glad you're doing well. Head into work? They'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I'm just kidding. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me, man. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I will. You too, man. If I don't see you, have a good day at work and have a good weekend, okay, buddy? Thanks for stopping by. So if you guys aren't familiar, there's like 25 free indie games on that you can grab on Prime Gaming right now. Like Witcher 3, dude, I loved Witcher 2, and I've been wanting to play Witcher 3 for a while. I've kind of been waiting until our buddy, our resident Witcher guru, if you will, our buddy Tabo, would be able to hang out for most of the playthrough, and that's why we scheduled it for this summer. So I thought we were going to start it this week, but it's taken me longer to get through Planescape than I thought it would, so we should be starting it on Monday, probably. Go grab your free games on Prime now. In like 2 weeks, those are going to go away, and we're going to get like 30 other free games, which are going to be highlighted by Mass Effect Legendary Edition. And apparently they've added a few more titles to this. Felseal, Maniac Mansion, Suzerain, and Fishing North Atlantic are being added. The big games, the reason they're doing this is because of their Prime Day, right? They're promoting Prime Day. So 6 more games will be available to claim from July 12th through the 13th. So Mass Effect Legendary Edition, Grid Legends, Need for Speed Heat, Star Wars Jedi Academy, Star Wars Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast, and Star Wars Republic Commando. Okay? So I'll keep everybody up to date as we move forward. A couple of weeks away almost from getting these, but these are some pretty awesome games you can get for free if you have Prime. Go grab your indie games now and get ready to grab all this other stuff, okay? I'm going to throw this in chat if you need it. There you go. EA gets destroyed by gamers after posting anti-single-player games tweet. EA has somehow found a way to unite the gamers by posting an incredible inflammatory tweet. For at least a decade, if not a bit longer than that, EA has found itself as one of the big enemies of video game fans. Not only did it come up with that terrible online pass business model, which made it so you could only access the multiplayer games for like Battlefield 3 if you bought the game brand new or paid a few extra bucks to download said pass, it also has a history of predatory monetization schemes in some of its games and expressing doubt over the future of single-player games. With all that said, EA jumped in on the "they're a 10 but" meme trend that every brand is trying to capitalize on, but it did so in the worst possible way. EA talked down to those that exclusively play single-player games, and much to the dismay of many gamers out there, this rubbed them the wrong way. Given EA's history with terrible online game launches, being dismissive of single-player games, and so on, gamers retaliated against this tweet very quickly. Many were quick to remind EA that one of its best games in recent memory was Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, a beloved single-player game that is getting a sequel in 2023. Oh, EA, what a terrible company, dude. Others made sure EA didn't forget that Battlefield 2042's launch was a multi-month disaster that caused tons of damage to the Battlefield brand. Although it's likely unrelated to the game's struggles, it also didn't have any kind of single-player campaign like previous entries. With all that said, EA is getting roasted by gamers everywhere. It seems like a pretty tone-deaf tweet from the publisher, and although that may have been the intent so it could drum up some engagement, it's hard not to laugh at some of the responses that EA is getting. Take a look. RIP Anthem. They're a 10, but they only like playing single player. From the publisher that brought you the hit multiplayer game Anthem. Perfect. Perfect. EA hasn't had a 10 in years. Years and years. Thank you. Yeah. EA really thought this tweet was the wave. So remember how Jedi Fallen Order was amazing, and even though it was single player, sold extremely well, and now it's getting a sequel? Now I know you ain't talking about SP games like that. Single player games like that. Ain't the only thing y'all can do that's A, good, B, not morally bankrupt. They're a 5, but they never give EA any money. Candidate for worst tweet of the year. Let's go. Imagine playing single-player games. Mass Effect Legendary Edition sold even better than EA expected. Single-player games are better. IR is not like you release good games anyways. EA social media team right now. Huge mistake. My brother in Christ, you just released Battlefield 2042. One of the worst online games I've ever played in my life. Oh, dude, that's fantastic. EA, what a crap show, man. What a crap show of a company. Jeez. Die-hard Nintendo fans spent over $40,000 buying stock and then asked top execs why the company won't make more of a fan favorite series. Yeah, I mean, yo, Fat Pat, did you ever get to see the Ducks? I didn't play it. I've worked my way. I like FPS games, dude. I really do. Yeah, do you didn't get to see the Ducks, dude? Hold on, man. Pretty sure it was Battlefield. Yeah, dude. Hold on. Hold on. Stop. Shut up. Go away. Yeah. So we read this article earlier in the year. Spotting mysterious underground ducks. I read this article earlier in the year. So, dude, I used to play like Battlefield. I used to play Call of Duty, and I got to where like the games just every time they came out with a new game, it never felt like really anything new to me. It got boring to me, so I just quit playing them. As well as the fact that I started feeling like they weren't really all that high quality of games anymore. Amidst numerous bugs, I mean, to each their own, dude. That's just me, Amidst numerous bugs being discovered in Battlefield 2042, one issue in particular has left players more confused and irritated. The presence of strange ducks beneath one of the maps. As reported by The Loadout, Battlefield, when was this written? Back in November, dude. Back in November. I still remember reading this because I was like hee-hawing, man, about this. Like, why? You know what I mean? EA, dude. As reported by The Loadout, like, I know that DICE makes this, but, I mean, it's an EA game as well. Battlefield 2042 players have noticed that there are clusters of tightly knit ducks bobbing their heads beneath the map. This seems to be an issue specifically on the breakaway map. The ducks can be spotted through a separate bug with the kill cam, which sends the camera flying beneath the ground. On kill cams that happen to soar beneath the map, several players have noticed clusters of bobbing duck heads, all seemingly mashed into one horrifying entity. Several players on the Battlefield Reddit have highlighted the weird occurrence, with one user suggesting that the massive ducks could be the spawn point for the cuter ones you see above ground. You can watch a sighting of the underground ducks below. Check this out, dude. Watch this. You see that? Did you see that? Look at these. This game has been full of like, and I mean, look how far underground you are. Like you're absolutely clipped through the entire environment. But look at them all bobbing underground and stuff. You know what I mean? That's horrifying. It really is like some nightmare fuel stuff right there. But yeah, I remember reading about it. I mean, because I do the news all the time, right? Like, I'm always reading about wonky stuff, and Battlefield is no exception by far. This game has been just an absolute hot mess from the get-go, right? So, I don't know. This was like one of the big things that I remember, like at the early part, driving a Humvee clipped under the map, but also underwater, so I was drowning. Yeah, dude. I mean, even recently, what we read was like there have been all these reports coming out about Battlefield 2042 and how there have been all these reports from outside of EA, right? Going, the game's done. They basically only got a skeleton crew working on the game, and I mean, EA keeps contradicting those reports and going, no, we have, we're still working on it. Everything's fine. And, but basically the reports keep coming out going, it's a skeleton crew. They are only pushing out the amount of content that they promised everybody when the game was releasing, so they can basically say we gave everybody what we promised, and then they're shutting it down. And there's like numerous reports coming out. It's like they are skeleton crewing this. It is over. They're just coming out with the minimum that they have to appease what they told everybody that they were going to do in the first place. And it's over. And EA keeps coming out and going, no, that's not the case. It's not the case. And I'm sorry, but I'm not going to believe EA, And the game's just been a hot mess from the get-go. So I don't know, man. It's a weird situation, and I just love that EA comes out and tries to meme out like that about single-player games whenever, and just gets destroyed by everybody automatically, again, EA is just like the epitome of what I hate about the gaming industry. So seeing them get just beat up by people for being the idiots that they are, I love it. I love it. So a gamer said he spent over 5.6 million Japanese yen. Solo reboots, friendly fire, editing in it. Friendly fire, really? Yeah, I know they made a lot of changes. Are they still making it to where like you can't? Oh, editing enemy builds. Didn't they do an entire season where you couldn't build? Like you couldn't build anything. You were just like running around in the towns. It's bugged. I bet that's wild, man. I bet that's wild. Yeah, Fortnite never really interested me. But again, I mean, I say this all the time. I respect Fortnite for what it is. I really do. I respect Fortnite for what it is. It's never been something I've been real interested in playing myself. But I definitely respect the game for what it is. One second. Sorry, guys. Sorry. They still have no build mode? Oh, okay, cool. So do they have like different so do they actually have like different modes you can hop into, so you can either play like in build mode or you can play like no build mode or whatever? Is that what you're getting across to me there? Yeah, I don't know. Like it's just never really appealed to me. I've played other battle royales and stuff and I enjoy them to an extent. Fortnite's never been one that really piques my interest. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what it is about it, really. Oh, really? More popular than ever for no build mode? Right on, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, again, I respect the crap out of what the game is, how popular it is, how genre defining it is for battle royales and everything. As a, somebody that's very passionate about gaming, I respect the crap out of what Fortnite is. Even though I'm not a player of the game, I respect it for what it is. And I know a lot of people love it. So I don't have to play a game and enjoy a game myself to respect the game for what it is, right? I say that a lot, especially in Fortnite's the game that really comes to mind quite often when I speak about games in this fashion, because you can't deny the fact that it is very genre defining for what it has done, right? And it's very successful, and I think they're doing a good job at changing things up a little bit, you know what I mean? Keeping things fresh, for the community and trying out different things, giving people options to play different kinds of modes, build, no build, things like that, right? So that's cool, man. That's cool. That's wild, though. Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty neat, man. I know a lot of people love it. A gamer said he spent over 5.6 million Japanese yen or over $40,000 on Nintendo stock and used his opportunity to ask a question during the Japanese gaming giant's annual shareholder meeting Wednesday about a fan favorite series he wanted to see revived. This has come up recently a few times. The fan asked Shintaro Furukawa, president of Nintendo, whether the company had considered relaunching some fan favorite game franchises, specifically F-Zero. Specifically, F-Zero has come up here recently a few times in regards to games that fans want to see remade, which was a racing game series that hasn't had a new entry since 2004. We're talking about 18 years. The fan, who was based in Japan and used an online translator to communicate, told Insider over Twitter Direct Messages that he bought 100 shares in February after selling his stock in another company. He wished to remain anonymous for privacy, but his Twitter handle translates to Momio. and told Insider he is a diehard Nintendo fan. I've been playing Nintendo games since I was a child. Among them, I can't get enough of that sense of speed of F-Zero. The game news site VGC translated Furukawa's response, which Momio said was an accurate interpretation. It is realistically difficult to develop new titles and remakes, including sequels, for every Nintendo game that people request, but we are very grateful and appreciate the expectations our fans have for our games. Shinya Takahashi, the company's managing executive officer, gave a more optimistic answer. We are always considering how to develop new titles and remakes that can be enjoyed by many players. In May, Nintendo announced that a 10-for-1 stock split would take effect October 1st, which would split each share into 10 shares and could make the company more appealing for investors. You know, it's funny that the first quote there is like, I mean, it is. It's true. It is realistically difficult to develop new titles and remakes, including sequels, for every Nintendo game that people request. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about that, right? But dude, they have like they have no problem like pumping out as many Zelda games as possible, as many Mario games as possible, you know. But there are certain games that people have loved for a long. F-Zero is one of them, dude. F-Zero is like a cult classic. People have wanted a new F-Zero game for a long time, and yo, Miso, what's up, buddy? Oh, dude, yo, that's awesome. Thank you so much for saying thanks to Wick. Wick, if you're hanging out, dude, Miso just said thanks to you, buddy. Yeah. He might have had to bounce for a little bit to do some work, but I'll make sure he knows that you said thanks, Miso. Yeah. Thanks, man. Thank you. Um, so, I mean, how long has it been since we had like a Star Fox game, too? When was the last Star Fox game made? I guess there's been quite a few on like handheld, yeah. What was that on? A bit out of date on the Star Fox stuff for sure. Yeah, main series 64. Oh, so they had like a Wii U game? Star Fox 2 originally canceled. Virtual Boy game. These are all canceled. So I don't know, man. But F-Zero hasn't had a game in forever, dude, if people loved that game. So, and it doesn't seem like something that would be super hard to make like a newer game of. It just seems like maybe Nintendo's so focused on like as many Mario games as possible, you know, as many Zelda games as possible, as many Pokemon games as possible, you know, it's like and they do well with those titles. So, I mean, rightfully so, but I don't see where like right on, buddy. Right on. Yo, thanks, Brianna. Thanks again for the sub, dude. Enjoy that eyeball you got in your sub badge now, dude. Yo, I really appreciate you, man. Hey, are we doing anything else? Are we gonna? Do you want to try to do anything else with the? Where's it at? Hold on. Where is this? This guy right here. Are we doing more with this before we try to turn this animated? Or is this where we're going with this for right now? Okay. Well, I'll just hold off for now. And it's not a rush or anything. I just figured if you were happy with where this is, I'll go ahead and throw it as an emote if I can get it downloaded and put into a nice you know what I mean? Yeah. It's no rush, dude. I just didn't want to upload it if you weren't ready for it yet. So, did you see where I attributed the other emote to you and everything on Twitch? Did you see that? I wasn't sure. It's cool that they made it to where we can do that now, which is awesome. You just let me know. There's no rush, dude. No rush. I just wanted to ask you. I hadn't had a chance to ask, so I love it already, but I can't wait to see how it turns out. I don't know. Pretty wild. Yo, rest well, buddy. Thanks again so much for the support, always being here and being a part of what we do, man. You're amazing, Pinky. Rest well, dude. Rest well. If I don't see you later, dude, hopefully I'll see you on Monday. We start some Witcher 3 up and stuff, man. Again, I'll be down this weekend. I need to chill and recenter myself a bit, man. Yeah, the artist badge, but also like so the Java emote that you did with the spoon, I actually attributed that emote to you specifically as your Twitch account. So you should have gotten some kind of like you know, something on Twitch going, yo, this broadcaster or whatever. Well, I gave you the artist badge, but at the same time, like I can go in and within the emotes, you see it. Oh, okay, yeah, and you can go, yeah, that I did that or whatever, you know. Even though it was like, you know, whatever. Yeah, I just want to make sure you get credit for doing the stuff you do, man. You rock, buddy. Rest well, my friend. Rest well. It's good to see you. Yeah, dude, I know how that goes. I know how that goes. All right, dude. Rest well, man. We'll see you later. Yeah, so I don't know. I'll try to blast through the some more of these real quick so we can get into our gaming stuff. Switch is getting its own version of Apple Care. Wide Care is a subscription-based repair service launching in Japan. Nintendo has announced a Switch repair service similar to Apple Care. Earlier on today, on July 1st, yep, Nintendo's website, Japanese website, was updated to add a brand new page for Wide Care. A brand new service. This new initiative is basically a warranty repair service where users can send off their Nintendo Switch consoles or other hardware for the company to fix. The damage covered by the Nintendo Wide Care program includes damage due to dropping, water damage, or other natural failures. You can either pay 200 yen, $1.50 a month US for the service, or sign up for the entire year for the slightly reduced cost of $15 a year. That's not bad. In total, members will be able to submit repairs for up to $750, slightly less than $750 US to fix per calendar year. Website actually lists the specific parts of a Nintendo Switch console that members can submit to have fixed, and the list includes the Switch OLED screen, Joy-Cons, Switch's CPU, and the Nintendo Switch dock. Right now, as you might have already guessed, this Nintendo Wide Care service is unfortunately limited to exclusively to Japan. I'm surprised this has not been part of like Switch's Nintendo's program for a long time now. A handheld console, this would have been a great thing for people to have for a long time. No indication as to whether the company could potentially launch the service in other regions around the world, but considering customers can already submit their Joy-Cons for repair in Europe and North America, perhaps it's not too much of a stretch to imagine Wide Care arriving in those regions as an expansion of what already exists. Okay. For Sega Genesis, Mega Drive games have been added to Switch's online expansion pack. So real quick, looks like Comics Zone, Mega Man, the Willy... What is this? The Willy Wars, in Comic Zone, Zero Wing, and Target Earth have all been added. All right. So there you go. Added to Switch's online expansion pack. Switch Online, yep, 4 new free games. That's what we just talked about. Yep, same games. It's not going over that. The 13 remake is getting a remake. More than a year after the last update, Microids is trying again with a whole new developer. The cel-shaded shooter 13 wasn't a hit when it was released in 2003. It did manage to amass something of a cult following, and it was very good, a position I will stand by unto my death. And so there was some low-key but legitimate excitement when Microids announced in 2019 that it was getting a remake. Then the remake arrived, and it was, to use the professional term, staggeringly cryptastic. It was such a mess that Microids and developer Playmagic issued an official apology. By all appearances, that was the end of it. But a year and a half after the disastrous launch, Microids is trying again with a whole new studio at the wheel. To achieve the quality standards and offer an optimal gaming experience, Microids decided to entrust the development of 13 Remake to the French studio Tower 5. Publisher announced on Steam. Quote, hard at work for more than a year on a major update. This update will be released on September 13th. On that date, owners of the game will receive a free update and enjoy the game as intended. The development studio reworked the entire game from the art direction to the AI and added numerous technical improvements. These are the broad strokes. Refined art style, enhanced AI, reworked HUD, revamped sound design, 30 frames frame rate on Switch, 60 frames frame rate on PS5, Xbox, online multiplayer, 2 to 13 players. The refined art style is probably what players are paying closest attention to. 13 is based on a mid-80s Belgian graphic novel, and the original game emulated that visual style to great effect. The remake, for some reason, toned it way down and ended up completely missing the mark. The reaction to the news of the remake is generally positive overall. There are understandably criticisms too. It's been more than a year since the last update to the 13 remake, leading owners to wonder if it had been abandoned. Others wondering why, if the update has been in the works for more than a year, Microids doesn't have a couple of new screenshots. Good news for all involved is that it can't possibly get any worse. 13 has a dismal, overwhelmingly negative user rating, enough to land it in the middle of Steam's 100 worst rated games. Wow. So even if the update is a complete botch, the game sucks slightly more than it did, and nobody notices. I'm definitely hoping for a better outcome than that, but sometimes it's good to temper your expectations. For now, if you'd like to sample the original, now called 13 Classic, it's currently on sale in the Steam Summer Sale for $1.50. It does not suck. Alright. Razer's latest acquisition could level up your haptic gaming chair experience. Razer and Interhaptics are now one company. Random mode time. Get it? You know what? The past 2 days, all I could get were these little Twitch global emotes, the little purple emotes. Now I can't, you know. Razer has officially announced its acquisition of Interhaptics, aka Go Touch VR SAS, a company well known for its haptic feedback products. Razer has developed products with Interhaptics before, including the Nari Ultimate headphones back in 2018, and even a haptic gaming chair called the Inky Pro HyperSense. Nice, Fat Pat. In the press release announcing the acquisition, Razer stated the Interhaptics would remain independent but closely meld with Razer's ecosystem. Interhaptics has developed for a wide range of gaming platforms like PCs, consoles, mobile devices, virtual reality, augmented reality, and mixed reality. One of its most well-known VR products is the Sense Glove, which simulates touch and interaction with with virtual objects by giving physical feedback. Haptic feedback is already used effectively in many products for virtual reality, including the Sense Glove and controllers paired with VR devices. Imagine taking that same experience and applying it to something that makes contact with a significant portion of your body. Racing games automatically come to mind, as you could feel like you're inside a racing car while the chair simulates the vibrations and sudden bumps from driving, or even the disorientation and tumbling around in a much less intense version of a car crash. I was getting ready to say, like, just imagine you're like in a very real life VR experience racing a car, and you go tumbling, and the chair just like flips you over and dumps you out. You know what I mean? You're like, you're done. There's a multitude of other games that could make excellent use of the range of vibrations, textures, and motions that a haptic engine would be able to simulate. And with Razer officially acquiring the company that helped create the concept in the first place, we might actually see this come to life in the near future. Okay, so there we go. Razer getting haptics into their chairs moving forward. The next Hunt Showdown update is pretty big. Weapon rebalance, audio behavior, desync, match length, spawn points, among the long list of changes and fixes in the Hunt Showdown 1.9 patch. Crytek has prepared a swath of improvements for its stealthy shooter Hunt Showdown, including a fix for a long-standing technical issue, the dreaded desync teleportation that most of us have experienced when climbing ladders or trying to wedge yourself through the same doorway that your teammate's in. 1.9 update is currently being put through its paces on Hunt's public test server, but a full release date for the changes isn't set yet. Although there are new gun skins, legendary hunters, map adjustments, and other stuff on the way, most of the changes are technical in nature. Gunfire sound propagation. Improved the audio tied to distant interior gunshots for better readability over distance. This should make it easy to determine if a shot was fired indoors or outdoors, okay? A new kind of rotating store. This seems to be a fuller themed implementation of the daily discounts currently in Hunt's in-game store, featuring several infamous vendors. We've seen this sort of thing in other online competitive games. I do like the idea of getting legendaries I already own at an occasional Hunt Dollars discount, which Crytek says you'll be able to do if one of your owned items shows up in the rotation. A separate store for blood bonds should also clear up the confusing shopping experience Hunt has right now, where some items can be purchased with earnable blood bonds and others are direct $9 to $15 purchases. Ammo and corresponding gun balance changes. Reduced uppercut damage at close range. Retains better damage over distance. Reduced extra ammo for slugs by around 30 to 40%. Slugs now differentiate between medium and long-barreled shotguns, resulting in slightly stronger damage drop over distance with medium-barreled shotguns compared to before. Increased the rate of fire of the Winfield 1876 Centennial by around 20%. Reload speed has been increased to shorten the reload time of the Winfield 1887 Terminus. Increased the base damage of the poison ammo to be in line with regular ammo. Minor adjustments made to the ballistics of the long ammo pistol cartridge to slightly reduce the damage dealt at close range, but keeping higher damage at slightly longer distances. Desync. We have improved the error correction, in game, which should allow for faster and fairer feedback in those instances where desync can occur. The aim here is to reduce the instances of abrupt and unexpected teleports. 2 new legendary hunters, Bartender, who apparently still needs a name, and Hackshaw Jack. Yeah, Tinwin. Yeah, I was actually saying, we have some community members that play this, and I was thinking of you, buddy. Another black garbed fighter. Also a broken bottle item, unclear if it's a standard knife or heavy knife. You still been playing this occasionally? Gamer, we're good, buddy. We're good, man. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. We're good. We're good. I appreciate you coming in and saying that. Yeah, it's good stuff. Have they been continually dropping new content for the game? Pretty consistent. Tinwin? Gamer, it's good to see you, buddy. It's good to see you, man. Also, a broken bottle item, unclear if it's a standard knife or heavy knife, which will no doubt be available in a bundle with the bartender. I'm very eager to know the drink names served up in Hunt's 18th century saloons. Hopefully that will make an appearance in the bits of lore stuff in the menus. Map changes. Select map areas have had ladders or windows added or subtracted or cover dropped in. Have a look for yourself in the images above. The most significant change is to King Snake Mine, which gets a new tunnel entrance underneath the compound, a slithering path that leads to the main and side building. Spawn spacing. Yes and no. They add new guns and new skins and so on. But content is tricky because the maps are absurdly detailed and the bosses are very intricate. Yeah, that's what kind of, I don't know if you've been here for all of this Hunt stuff, but apparently there's a little bit of content being added now, but a lot of what they're doing is technical stuff right here. Couple of characters, some sound stuff, a lot of technical stuff to try to make the game feel better, but a little bit of content as well. Yeah. So spawn spacing, player spawn improvement. There's now a minimum distance between spawning players of 110 meters on Desal. This avoids some unfair spawn configurations and allows us to place more spawn points in general. It currently only affects spawn points in Desal, as the earlier maps already have larger distances between the spawns. More information in the match debrief. After pretty much every match, my teammates and I stare at the match summary screen and try to piece together a cohesive narrative of who we fought, how it played out. It can be a bit hard to decode this information. It's not clear when you frag the same player twice or which team snatched up a bounty first. Some players have already taken notice that the icons in the test server aren't distinct enough, but I'm just glad to see attention being paid to this bit of UI that I think most players interact with every time they play. Matches are shorter. Matches are now capped at 45 minutes. Interestingly, Crytek shared that only 1% of all matches went beyond the 45-minute mark. After dying at the end of an exhausting 30-minute Camp Fest standoff last night, I'd love to see the match length curtailed even further to discourage stalemates, though we know that Crytek has some other unrevealed plans for addressing camping. Yeah. 3 maps in the game currently, each map technically portioned off into specific compounds. I would argue that each compound in Hunt contain more detail and unique models than most Battle Royales have. Unique models. Yeah, I've watched a little bit of Hunt. It looks really cool. It does. I haven't seen any of it in a while, but upon earlier versions of the game and everything, it looks really intriguing. And I know you've been playing it for a while, so I've quite often leaned on you for information regarding the game and your experience in it and stuff, and I appreciate that. I don't know if you saw the stuff. I don't know when you came in, Tinwin, but they're saying that the 1.9 is supposed to be pretty big. I don't know if you had already kind of had any kind of exposure to what this update was going to offer, but weapon rebalance, audio behavior, desync, match length, spawn points, long list of changes and fixes in the patch. I didn't mean to click on that. It's right there in chat. If you need to see more of, maybe if you missed any of what we pulled up here and had already talked about, I don't want to go back over it for anybody that's already seen it and stuff like that, but there's some more of it right there, Tinwin, if you need to look at it, buddy. Or anybody else. Fantasy Battle Royale Spellbreak shutting down studio to be absorbed by Blizzard. So our buddy Pinky made me aware of this morning. We read about this yesterday, I think, about the fact that Spellbreak was officially shutting down, right? But within that article, we weren't actually informed of the fact that apparently the devs were being bought out by Blizzard. So Pinky came in this morning and made me aware of this. We're going to read about this real quick, okay? These devs are already working on World of Warcraft's next big expansion. Spellbreak, the magic-based battle royale, is spellbroken. Something is going on with Twitch. Had to reinstall. Oh, you had to reinstall the app? Are you on mobile? Yeah, because I know I think they are no longer supporting the desktop client. Is that correct? It can. I'm pretty sure that's confirmed, right? Is that what you're talking about? The Oh, that's weird. Oh, for real, Fat Pat? Yeah, I mean, I knew what the game was, but I never tried it out. I mean, what we read about it yesterday was that initially it was fairly successful, but it kind of fell off, right? And that's what I was hitting on yesterday. I mean, if anybody's interested in what Spellbreak was, we kind of read about it yesterday and what has happened over time with, how well they did and how they fell off. Mobile on your tablet? Oh, okay. Reinstall the app a few hours ago. Apparently got unfollowed. Yeah, I don't know, gamer. That's weird, man. That's weird. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's all good, Fat Pat. Yeah. So Fat Pat must have played it. Oh, Metal, what's up, dude? You really liked playing Spellbreak, though? Yeah, I think a lot of people did initially, It seems like, anyways. It was a different kind of take on a Battle Royale, right? A different kind of experience. But apparently, I mean, the player base got pretty bad, so they felt like... Now, with this article... Yo, gamer, I'm sorry you're having issues, buddy. Yeah, that's weird. I haven't ever experienced anything like that. The only... I use the mobile app. The reason I was asking is because Twitch, if you're not aware, Twitch does not support the desktop app anymore. So if you used the desktop app, it is no longer being updated. They are no longer supporting the desktop app, only the mobile app. So if you're using the desktop app and you're having issues with it moving forward, I would highly recommend you just uninstall it and start using the browser. Start using a browser to watch Twitch through moving forward if you're on a desktop computer or whatever. Or a mobile app, okay? That's why I asked. Gamer, sorry you're having issues. Yeah, Metal, it's good to see you, buddy. What's making me wonder, because we read this article yesterday about Spellbreak, and it just seemed like they had gotten to a point where the game wasn't really being successful anymore. The player base had dropped, and they were like, okay, well, we're shutting it down. Now I'm wondering if it is shut down because they got bought out and we're like, okay, well, we can't work on this anymore because we are being bought out by Blizzard, and now we work on World of Warcraft. As opposed to them just feeling like the game wasn't successful anymore. I don't know. Could have been a combination of both. Spellbreak, the magic-based battle royale, is spell broken, shutting down early next year. The developer Proletariat announced in a blog post. Also, the whole studio is getting absorbed by Blizzard, the result of an intended acquisition meant to beef up development of World of Warcraft. News about shutdowns is always a bummer, but this one hits a little harder for me than the rest. Spellbreak isn't just a refreshingly unique entry into the crowded battle royale about hurling spells to become the royalist battler. It was also one of those few games that suited the darkest days of the pandemic. Spellbreak launched free-to-play in September 2020 for consoles, PC, and Switch, with full, if wonky, cross-play, cross-platforms, making for an easy game to play with friends. Though it was structured as a third-person shooter, you'd fire off spells instead of guns and could combine them to an inventive effect. It freaking ruled. Is this dev's name Proletariat, I think. Added a deathmatch-esque mode shortly after the game's initial release. That ruled too. Even if it made for some of us pine for a lengthier single-player campaign built on the game's core mechanics. Unclear when exactly the game will close its server in early 2023, or what recompense, if any, the studio will offer to players who spent money on the microtransactions. They did not respond to Kotaku's request for comment before publication. Later this year, Blizzard intends to release Dragonflight, a major expansion for World of Warcraft that will, as the title implies, allow you to fly dragons. Proletariat will support World of Warcraft development, according to GamesBeat. An earlier, since updated version of GameBeat's story said Proletariat had been working on World of Warcraft since May. Blizzard's parent company, Activision Blizzard, has made headlines on a weekly basis over the past year, having been investigated by multiple government agencies over allegations of a deep-seated culture of abuse, discrimination, and harassment. Blizzard itself has been a regular focal point of controversy. Last year, a Kotaku report detailed the existence of so-called Cosby Suite at the company's annual BlizzCon gathering. I'm not gonna. We know all about Blizzard. I'm not gonna keep talking about everything we know about them. Not that it doesn't need to be talked about. We've just talked about a bit of both. You say Tinwin, yeah. Probably, I think, yeah. Yeah, what's crazy is that we came across the article yesterday that was basically talking about the devs shutting down Spellbreak, right? But it said nothing about them being acquired by Blizzard, which was kind of wild to me when Pinky brought it up this morning. It was like, hey, did you hear that Blizzard's acquiring the devs of Spellbreak? And just kind of ironically enough, I don't even think Pinky was here for the news segment yesterday, at least when it was live. Maybe you went back and watched it yesterday or something. But I was like, no, we came across an article yesterday that didn't even mention it, you know? But there you go. I mean, the way of the gaming world, I guess, you know? And what I was getting at was, you know, again, go look at yesterday's news segment if you want a bit of a recap of what we hit on yesterday with this. But it was like, you know, at least the game was successful. And even as bad as it may feel with a game shutting down, at least there was an amount of enjoyment pulled out of the game, and the devs got to experience, you know, success with the game being out for an amount of time, and got to, you know, got to see people enjoy all the time and effort they put into a passion project and everything, and now they're going to go be part of Blizzard. So, we all know how I feel about Blizzard right now, man. And I'm not going to get back into that. So, my hope for the dev, proletariat, is that they are being bought by a company in Blizzard that is actually changing for the better. That's all I'll say. That is all that I will say at this point. Yeah. Feels bad for anybody that was still playing Spellbreak. That they know the game is going away. And I don't know. Most games go away, right? That's just the way it works. Most live service games at some point, at some point they die off. I think this one was a little bit unforeseen, a little bit earlier than people figured it would be, but not much can be done about it at this point, I don't think. New Redfall trailer released. The upcoming 4-player co-op first-person shooter game from Arcane Austin, Bethesda, and Xbox might have been delayed to 2023, but that hasn't stopped the promotional machine's gears from turning. Following the first real gameplay trailer at Xbox and Bethesda showcase earlier this month, a new, more focused trailer has been released welcoming players to its world. Yeah. Again, I mean, the only real anticipation I have right now of anything Bethesda is to just see what they can bring us as far as a quality product anymore. You know, like that's it for me. I will not get hyped really about anything that they bring to us anymore, as far as, you know, just excited about any kind of, like, anything they have to show me. I can't. I just won't. I literally cannot. Reverse advertisement. So I mean, the only thing I really, for me, as far as any kind of hype when it comes to like Redfall or what's the other one? I can't even remember the name right now. Starfield is just seeing if it'll actually be anything of quality. You know, that's the anticipation for me about it. Following the first real gameplay trailer at Xbox and Bethesda Showcase earlier this month, a new, more focused trailer has been released welcoming players to its world. The new trailer specifically highlights the vampire-infested island town of Redfall, as well as the 4-player playable characters in the video game. There's a biomedical engineering student with telekinetic abilities named Layla, the ex-military sharpshooter with a vampiric eye, and spectral raven named Jacob, the combat engineer named Remy, with her own robot, and the cryptid obsessed inventor named Divinder. Check out the new Redfall trailer for yourself, embedded below. Nice, Wick. Nice. Yeah. I'll say the trailer. We're gonna watch this trailer. The other trailer I had seen previously, I was not impressed by. The other trailer I had seen, I was just like, okay. It didn't look like anything real intriguing to me. Wick, gross. That beef is strong, dude. That's some beef right there. You've been drinking too many of those smoothies, man.
Alright, that one was on me.
Yeah, it's like a slaughter fest, right? It is the same time. Oh, dude. Yeah. It feels more. I agree. I think it's different. Like, if you're talking about, you know, obviously fighting like a boss or something, you know, like if you're fighting a massive enemy, a boss, or like an epic or like legendary enemy or something like that you would expect to be tanky, you know, for it to be kind of, you know, like a punching bag, a bullet sponge, if you will, and to, you know, have a lot of health and take a while to take down. That's one thing. But for everything in a game to just feel like it takes a brutal amount of damage to take down, that's not a lot of fun. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I like running through a game and just, you know, having more of a slaughter fest. Not a lower difficulty per se, you know what I mean? But I think more enemies to potentially be overrun with, and but being able to like feel real nice as far as getting shots off and like blasting a head or you know, like 2 or 3 heads off at the same time or whatever, feels real satisfying, as opposed to just sitting there and shooting something in the head like 5 or 6 times and they're still coming at you, and it's like, oh my god, dude, like this is a normal enemy, you know. I agree. I would agree with that. Let's watch this real quick.
Redfall used to look like it was straight out of a postcard.
Agreed, Tinwin, yeah.
have to be stuck on an island full of vampires. I'm glad it's with y'all.
Some kind of collective consciousness.
Going up.
Let's finish this.
Okay. Okay. I don't know, man. Again, I'm not gonna get hyped about anything from Bethesda right now. Yeah, well, here's another thing for me though. I'm not. I mean, traditionally for me as well, though. I mean, you're fighting vampires, you're not fighting zombies, right? So that's something that I would actually take into consideration. So with a zombie in a game, I'm more apt to go, yo, I'm using a shotgun. It feels real nice to like have 4 zombies in front of me and have like a widespread kind of gun I can use to like knock their heads off and they just die, right? Whereas if I'm fighting a vampire, vampires are traditionally in mythology supposed to be more resilient. Unless you're blasting them in the heart with like a stake or something, you know what I mean? If you're able to like be dead on their heart or something like that, you know what I mean? They're definitely supposed to be more of a resilient enemy than a zombie is, you know? So in that, I would say I'm a little bit more apt to being okay with a bit more of a harder single base enemy to kill in regards to fighting a vampire than I am just fighting a zombie where I have to shoot it in the head 10 times before it dies, you know? In regards to what those creatures are different. You know what I mean? Just saying. But you're right. Yeah, it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be like that. And let me do something real quick.
Now that we're friends, is it okay if I pet you?
OutsiderAntics gifted Game Extreme 69
So,
a subscription. OutsiderAntics gifted a tier 1 sub to Game Extreme 69.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm waiting for too. You know what I mean? Yeah, is to see thoughts on this. Thoughts on this right here, or on what we just watched as far as the Redfall stuff, Sarks. Welcome to the community, by the way, buddy. Welcome to the channel. Which one are you talking about? Because right now we're talking about Redfall. We're talking about Redfall right now. We just watched Redfall, new Redfall trailer, and I'm not hyped about anything Bethesda. That's kind of what we're talking about. Okay, so Sarks, only VIPs and mods are able to post links. I've had too many. Yeah, bot caught it. If you want to push it to me as a DM on Twitch, I'll pull it up and we can talk about it. I have too many bots coming in with malicious links and stuff like that, so I don't allow just anybody to put links in chat. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, but push it to me on Twitch and I'll pull it up real quick. No, you're good, buddy. I'm not going to get into specifics with everybody right now regarding this situation. I just want to say to Gamer, we're good, buddy. It means a lot to me for you to come back in here today and just to express what you expressed to me. And you are a huge part of... I can't even be serious, dude. You're a big part of what this community is, and I appreciate you, okay? You know, we are all good, dude. Okay? You're all, but we like you sometimes, especially on Fridays. Yeah. I appreciate all you guys, dude. I really do. I hope that's not lost. Yeah, Zarks, let me pull this up real quick, dude. I got this. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, that's what I thought. Dude, you gotta be kidding me. Really? Yeah, I had no idea. Well, I mean, so this is what I'll say. This is what I'll say. Yeah. That's what I was pulling it over, man. I was pulling it over. I was just making sure I was well aware of what this was in reference to before I pulled it over. And so if you guys aren't aware, do you guys know who Technoblade is? Was? F's in chat, by the way. And again, look, I appreciate everybody. What that gift sub was about is just going to be between me and Gamer. And you guys all rock. I appreciate you very much. And, you know, you're all a huge part of this community and what we mean here and what we're building and what we're doing. And I do appreciate all of you very much. I really do. But, so I'll show you guys real quick. It was a Minecraft streamer, right? Just passed. Minecraft YouTuber. Yeah, passed from cancer. So what I'm wondering here is like, I hadn't either until I saw it this morning. I just saw this morning, and I wasn't aware. Well, yeah, I think you're all cute. You're all super cute. Way cuter than me. So, what I'm wondering here is like, who is actually putting this merch out? Who's benefiting from the funds? Is this like a thing that's going to go towards like paying for this individual's funeral, to all the bills that this individual had from? Because look, if this is somebody from America, okay, understand this. They could potentially have and with his announcement, he released merch. Okay, so look, this is what we do in the community, right? And I'm not saying that this is necessarily the right thing, but I want us to try to take a look at this from different points of view, okay? Who else was in this individual's life, right? Was he married? Did he have any kids? I have no idea. This is stuff we would need to research. Did anybody else end up having to take on all this individual's medical bills from all the cancer treatments and stuff like that? You know what I mean? Siblings you heard about? Okay. So when it comes to things like this, and especially, look, we all know that healthcare in America is a business. Was this an American individual, right? If so, there's potentially a lot of debt that has been incurred as far as healthcare goes, right? I have no idea. Apparently, this was a fairly popular YouTube creator. Were they already wealthy? Did they potentially have enough money to cover this in the first place? Or is this a something they felt like they needed to do to try to cover expenses to help out their family after they had passed, right? So these are some of the things that I don't have info on, but I want us to try to look at this as not just a, oh my gosh, why would they do this after they died? It doesn't make any sense. Try to see it from a point of view as there could be legitimate good reason for it, okay? They had obviously built a name for themselves, right? Okay. Thanks, Arcs. Yeah. Doesn't mean there aren't. Yep, yeah, I mean, that's another thing. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, and look, here's another, that's one of the other things I was getting ready to, right, yeah, exactly. So that's one of the things I was getting at as well, Syke. What's up, buddy? What's up, Syke? So some of the you guys are hitting on some of the other points I was getting ready to make. Exactly, Sarks. Doesn't mean that they didn't have those problems because because they weren't brought up within the video does not mean they did not have those issues that need to be addressed, as well as exactly what Syke just said. As far as we're concerned, right, this could have been something that this individual went, I am going to go ahead and do everything I can because of my popularity. Dude, I was right in line with that. That was pretty good. They might not have. And if not, I have no idea. Ultimately, what this could be is that they've obviously built a platform. This individual had built a platform and an amount of popularity, right? So what they could have seen this as was an opportunity to go ahead and make money for their family to try to help set them up for the future. And that could be the end of it. It could be nothing more than a way that they saw for them to be able to make a little bit of more money off of the popularity and name that they had built for themselves, and to be able to provide a little bit more monetary value or money to their family members after they had passed. That could be it. There could be nothing more to it. So, I mean, as far as that goes, I can't really blame the individual. You know what I mean? I mean, would it be something that I would necessarily be thinking of doing myself? Not necessarily, but everybody's situation is different. Again, I have no idea what all the ins and outs are of this individual's life, their situation, views, beliefs, values, things like that, right? Yeah, it could be their form of life insurance or whatever to provide for their family moving forward or whatever, I don't know. Profit off your death. Yeah, that's exactly what life insurance is. So that's a very good point, Wick. Very good point. Whether it be an actual life insurance policy or some way to maybe this was their life insurance policy, right? That they figured. So, just because it's not necessarily your own personal way of thinking about the situation doesn't mean it's necessarily wrong, right? odd to profit off your own death. Well, and I mean, look, we're getting into a whole like rabbit hole here too, right? Nirvana, I mean, you name it, dude. Now, and that's one of the things that came in my mind too. But we're getting into a rabbit hole here because we're talking about the difference between like somebody that knew they were going to die, right? Somebody that knew they were going to die, and people that there's a difference between like people that knew they were going to die from something they could not help, people that accidentally died from things that they were addicted to, or people that actually inflicted harm on themselves and died. You know, there's this is a rabbit hole, man. We could get into this and where people that harmed themselves, you know, did they really think about it in a way that it was like, this will increase my popularity, make me a legend forever, and really set my family up? I don't think so. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, obviously it was. He knew that he didn't have anything else after that, right? This is what he had done with his life. This was the legacy he had made. And yeah, I think that ultimately, whether it be for either to try to help his family in the future monetarily, or to help them pay for things like the funeral or bills or whatever, it was his way to go ahead and try to do a little bit more for whatever he could for his family monetarily. I don't know. I don't necessarily. I mean, here's the thing. All he did was present people with an opportunity to buy merchandise. If you don't want it, you don't have to buy it. You know what I mean? That's really what it comes down to. Ultimately. If you don't like what he's providing you the option of, don't purchase it. Really? So, I think in this individual, the way this individual ultimately came upon the idea that, you know, they had made a name for themselves in this realm. They've gained an amount of popularity in regards to becoming a content creator, and whether it be for one purpose or another, life insurance, to help pay bills, whatever, to help their family, ultimately, I think is probably why. I don't have all the details, but I think ultimately, one way or another, it was to help their family out moving forward. Figured why not try to make a shirt and see if I can help them out a little bit more off of what will eventually, you know, a legacy that is popular right now and will probably eventually die off, you know? So ultimately, it's not anything that anybody has to partake in. They're just presenting people with an option. Anybody that was a fan, you know, I think people that were fans of his and were a part of the content and the community for the years that this individual was creating content and alive, probably see this as a way to commemorate part of what they were a part of, and see it as a cool thing, as opposed to somebody that wasn't. They are donating the proceeds. Boop. There we go. There you go, Wick. Hey, can you link me that where you found that at, buddy? Hey, Zarks, I do appreciate you bringing this up in the news, though, man, because we hadn't covered this today. So our news segment's going long today, but this is what I mean. I always kind of try to prompt people, though. You know, just because you're presented with some information or a situation that might trigger you a little bit to see things in a certain point of view, try to take a step back and look at it from different angles, right? To try to see if there might be different ways of looking at it that might make it seem not so volatile. Doesn't mean it's not volatile, but there just could be potential different reasons for why something is happening, right? It's always good to try to, and that's one of the reasons I love having you guys here while we do these news segments, because it helps so much to have you guys really flesh out these ideas of what's going on in these articles that we find and talk about and stuff. It's never good to jump to a conclusion automatically, especially without having any kind of concrete information, right? But I can't say that I wouldn't do the same thing if I knew that I had some kind of terminal illness. Because of the three-headness, dude. Well, yeah, I mean, I do a pretty good job of covering it up, though, right? Oh, yo, hey, thanks, man. That's why, well, yeah, I mean, I cover it up as I like to have you guys help me flesh out these ideas, but it's really to try to help turn the 3 into an 8. So I actually understand all the news, right? Yeah. Yo, thanks, Wick. Thanks, buddy. So, fans around the world are mourning YouTuber Technoblade's death after the star passed away at 23. Family announced tragic news in a video posted to his channel on Thursday. Quote, "So long, nerds, dude." The Minecraft gamer's dad reads out his final message to his fans in the video. "He was the most amazing kid anyone could ever ask for. I miss Technoblade. Thank you to all of you for everything. You meant a lot to him," the grieving father said. Technoblade's new merch releases after YouTuber's death. Merely hours after announcing his death, Technoblade's family releases a new set of merch that gave a nod to the star's passing. The new merch sees t-shirts and hoodies that have the YouTuber's name and logo and also mark his passing with 1999 to 2022 written on some of them. Star's merch also has GGEZ, a common gaming term which means good game, easy, written on it. Another one says good game. In his final video, the 23-year-old finally revealed his name. It's Alex and not Dave, a fake name he gave out as a prank. Oh man, I'm gonna go down as Buck. We know how this one's gonna end. One of his YouTube videos from 2018. The YouTuber's family has revealed a portion of the proceeds from all online orders will be donated to curesarcoma.org. Yeah. Seems like it's not out of character for this dude to do that, and then the proceeds are going to charity. Yeah. The organization advocates for sarcoma patients by funding research and raising awareness about the disease. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to have a gravestone that looks like, this is what I want. Have you guys ever seen Jim Morrison's gravestone? It's all like, it's always been like graffitied up and everything. You know, this is what I want mine to look like. With all of our community members just coming in occasionally and like writing things and memeing me out and stuff. That's what I want. Threes. I want threes everywhere. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Shake weights. Draw some shake weights on there. Stuff like that. Yeah. Well, I mean, we're making light a little bit, but it's a tragedy. Yeah, it's tragic. And yeah, yeah, to imagine producing some merch. Yeah. Yeah, heart. I mean, could you imagine? I can't imagine knowing that I was going to pass at a certain time. You know what I mean? How do you address that in your life? That's a very daunting kind of thing, and to come to grips with it and just accept it at some point. There's got to be a lot of different emotions that you work your way through, you know, in order to get to that point of acceptance. You know what? I actually want to be buried under a tree, dude. Yeah, exactly, Psych. Yeah, you just said it, dude. Yeah. I don't want to be pumped full of chemicals. I don't want to be buried in the ground. That's weird to me, man. I don't like that. I actually, you can be buried underneath a tree and have a tree grow and be like fertilizer for the tree. That's what I want to be, dude. Yep, that's what I want to be. And then Pinky will probably come through and like chop me down to try to build something out of me, which is going to be really weird. But, you know, it is what it is. Keep trolling people, be poison ivy. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, I mean, you know, we joke around, we laugh a lot. This is a lighthearted community and everything, but you guys aren't wrong. Yeah, it seems like a memorial piece with his birthday and death date. Yeah, absolutely, it definitely is, and that's what another thing I was trying to get at with. And Wick, thanks again for this article, man. I appreciate it. You know, it was. It's definitely good to not just jump to conclusions about things. You know, it's easy for us as humans to, as people, to rush to judgment, jump to conclusions about things without maybe having the all the information surrounding a situation, and again, it seems like a large portion of the profits here are going to be going to, you know, benefit research regarding the, you know, the disease that this individual died from, and I don't know. I would just prompt people not to be so quick to pass judgment. Just do your diligence, do your research. It's good. This was good for us to go over today. So, Sarks, I really appreciate you bringing it to my attention, the attention of all of us, and giving us a chance to really take a chance to go over what this situation is. No one wants Sykes organs? I don't know, man. Make some sausage. Cannibal? I don't know, dude. It's never going to go away. That's another one. People are going to be writing cannibal all over my gravestone. This is never going to stop. Anyways, again, look, I mean, what I will say is like, as... Oh my gosh, dude. Incredible. Wow, what a burn, dude. To Technoblade, let's get some GGs in chat for Technoblade if we can. You know what I mean? Get some GGs in there, and just rip, dude, rip. To from gamers to another gamer who wasn't able to who I'm sure, you know, just died way too young, and you know, thoughts and heart go out to this individual's family as well, whom I'm sure is just, even though they knew this was probably knew this was coming for a long time, it still hurts, I'm sure, you know, to lose somebody that is close to you in life and that you love is a devastating thing, and you know, they say time heals, and it does, but it doesn't ever totally heal, and you always miss those people, and so heart and thoughts go out to Technoblade's family, and you know, hopefully Technoblade is out there, whatever's next, man. Hopefully Technoblade is gaming out there somewhere, man. Just waiting on the rest of us gamers. Gamer heaven, as it were. Whatever that is. So there it is. Last news article. Again, thank you guys for bringing that in. The GGs. There we go. Yeah, all those GGs right there. That's awesome, Wick. So many of the Friendos community GGs. Those are great, man. Thanks, buddy. This will be the last article for this morning. It's been a long segment, but it's been a good segment. A stark contrast from the way yesterday felt. I did not feel great yesterday, and today has felt amazing, so thank you guys. Right. Yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, I mean, I say this all the time. Community is about here, right? Like, long as you're a good person, that's what matters, right? I think that ultimately that's what it's about. Just because what that individual was doing might not appeal to what you would do in that situation doesn't mean it's wrong per se, yeah. And it's not like you were being forced into that situation of buying that merch or anything, right? Yeah. So, yeah, thanks, Gamer. Yeah, for sure. So this will be the last article unless anybody has anything else to add. So if you do, let me know in chat. I'll wrap this up. We'll try to move on to our gameplay here pretty quick, okay? Genshin Impact version 2.8 live stream announced. Genshin Impact developer MiHoYo, under the global brand of HoYoverse, has announced that the live stream special program preview for version 2.8 of the popular free-to-play video game is set to take place later this week. The live stream is set to take place on July 2nd and reveal what's coming in the next update, which would appear to be a summer-themed update based on the artwork attached, to the announcement. More specifically, the Genshin Impact version 2.8 special program preview will take place on July 2nd at 8 a.m., so tomorrow morning. That would be like 7 our time. FYI, I've already announced this. I'm going to put it out on socials. I'll be down this weekend. We're going to go visit some family. I'm taking the weekend off, okay? I'm going to chill out, take the weekend off, kind of recenter myself a bit, get ready for Monday, okay? I feel like I need it. Over on the Twitch channel for the video game. It will be broadcast on YouTube later that same day at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Assuming that stream will be like previous ones, there will be more shown of new characters, locations, events, and more set to arrive in the video game in July. Somewhat unusual, the exact release date for Genshin Impact 2.8 has been known for some time, as the developer announced it would arrive on July 13th, following the delays associated with version 2.7. Additionally, it is expected that the previous officially revealed anemo-attuned playable character Shikanoin Heizo, I butchered that, will be detailed during the broadcast later this week. Previous leaks had indicated that Kazuha, Faisal, Mona, and Juan would play a role of some sort in version 2.8's events, and the new art teasing the live stream seems to largely confirm this. As noted above, version 2.8 special program preview will take place on July 2nd. Yep, read about that. Genshin's 2.7 update, Hidden Dreams in the Depths, is currently available, and 2.8 is set to launch on July 13th. Yeah, Genshin is free to play for PS5, 4, PC, and mobile devices. It is also set to eventually release for the Switch, but there is no definitive date yet for that release. Okay, cool. That looks like it, guys. That looks like it for this morning for news. Doesn't look like we have anything else, I don't think. So, again, I appreciate you guys very much. This was a great news segment. Even had new community member, Sark's coming in, bringing us some new info to talk about and stuff. I love that, man. Thank you. You guys rock. Pinky, dude, the 6-month resub. Thanks so much. Wick, the 5 gifties, dude, for the community. Incredible, buddy. Yeah, you just the nonstop, gifties in the community and stuff. Incredible. I appreciate it so much, you guys. We're we're going to move on to Planescape Torment Day 10? I think it's Day 10. Is that right? And I think we're kind of at the end of the game right now. So Day 10. I think we're kind of at the end of the game today. If we end the game and I feel like I still have enough time to get done before I need to get packed and everything, then for our weekend trip to go see family, then maybe we'll do some Fall Guys or something. Or maybe, yeah, Fall Guys, maybe. But other than that, if you're checking this out as a VOD on YouTube later, then see what you can do about coming and hanging out with us at 6 a.m. Central Standard Time every single day, where we start all of our streams out with video gaming news. If you're enjoying the content, also consider hitting that like and subscribe button, and potentially leave me a comment so we can have a bit of a discussion regarding some of these topics that we went over today in our news segment, okay? Other than that, you guys just stay healthy, stay safe, be kind to one another, and I will catch everybody on Monday for our next news segment, which will be July 4th edition of Video Gaming News, okay? No weekend content. I'm gonna be out of town this weekend. So next news segment will be July 4th, all right, guys? Have a great weekend, though. Everybody stay safe. Have a great weekend.